And then I'm going to wave. And you probably can't see me, so you're on.
Okay, welcome everybody. It's Tai Chi Monday. Oh my goodness, today's going to be a really big day. Why? Because we're going to finish the first section today. Okay, so after we have class, and I have a few announcements that I'm going to make. I'm going to be sending out email either tonight or tomorrow, so you'll be able to look forward to that. But because you guys are here on Mondays, then you get to hear the announcements first. So so anyway, okay, yeah, the clapping, yay. All right, so let's practice from the start. We'll go up to a parent closing up. We did that last week, and then we'll go to the final movements for today, okay? All right, does anybody have any questions before we start? Okay, that's a no. All right, so here we are at prepared. Feet should be shoulders width apart, feet point straight, hands touching the outer part of your thighs, looking straight forward. All right, we go to opening. Palms almost at the bottom. Ward off left. Shift left, turn right. Shift to the right. Circle the right arm, closing with the left. Step. Go to ward off left. Ward off right. Back and turn. Shifting to the left. Rotate the left arm, grab and pull. Close the arms and step. Then ward off right. Roll back. Turn. Rotate both arms. Shift back. Turn to the left. Press, turn back, left palm touches middle forearm, we expand out. Separate your arms to shoulders width, shift back, and push. Now we go to single whip, shift back, turn, make the outside circle. Shifting back. Then we make the hook hand, rotate the left arm to ward off, standing ward off, rotate to strike. Raise hand, step forward, back, pivoting 45 degrees on the left heel, shift back, open your arms. Stepping with the heel for a right empty stance, close your arms. White crane spreads its wings, rotating, circling, arms closed, step. Shifting to the right, right arm comes up, left arm goes down. Right palm now facing outward. Left knee brush, rotate, circle back, swing, step, brush knee and push. Hand strums the loop. Yield forward, shift back, change your footwork. Now we're in a left empty stance using the heel. Shift weight back, circle back, swing step for left knee brush. Right knee brush, back, turn, shift back, swing step. Go to right knee brush and push. Left knee brush and push, back and turn, shift forward, swing, step, brush knee, push. Hand strums the lute. Change your footwork to the heel. Left knee brush, rotating, circle back, swing, step, brush knee and push. All right, step up, parry, block, and punch. Back, turn, parry, both arms circle down, make your fist. Lift up, step, parry, block, stepping out for your bow stance, punch. A parent closing up, yield forward, left arm rotates, crossing the arm, shift back, open up your fist hand, turn back, push. Okay, how we do, everybody? Yes, Marion says yes. Okay, that's a good answer. 2 thumbs up is yes. Okay, does anybody have any questions on anything we've done so far? Hi, Kathy Borman. Hi, Yukiko. And Lorraine's here. Okay, anybody, hi, Dita. Hi, Dita. Anybody have any questions?
Actually, this is Marion. I do have one general question. So There are times when you tell us to get into position and then you strike or then you push, correct? And other times where you get into position and as you're moving into position, you're also moving into your strike or push, correct? I mean, am I mixing this up or?
Okay, I just need you to explain a little bit more because I don't have in my mind what it is that you're asking.
So, for instance, when we're going to do, we're in grasping the bird's tail in the first move, when we do the roll back and then we come in close, we're in position, we set ourselves and then we push forward. And then when we are doing the press, as we move forward, we're pushing with our arms forward.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, are there times in Tai Chi where you wait, you know, you go into a bow stance and then you turn, say you turn, go bow stance, then you punch, then you lean forward. Is that usually how that works if you're punching or striking versus say pushing?
Okay. All right, let's see if I have this vision in my head now. So, okay. So when we are punching, when we are striking, our weight distribution is in the back.
Right.
Before we strike or before we punch, we are already in position.
Yes.
So for instance, I'm at a knee brush. So
right.
Here I'm ready to go and I just need to move my weight forward and strike forward.
True.
When we carry, block, and punch, I'm at block. So now I'm ready to go. All I have to do is bend punch and move my weight forward to punch. Is that what you're talking about?
But your weight always stays in the back before you come forward with the energy for the strike. Is that right? Always?
Generally speaking, okay, so let me borrow Michael for a minute. Let me see if I can give you an example, okay? Hopefully I'm thinking about what you're thinking. Okay. All right. So say, for instance, I want to push Michael. Can you see us okay? Yes, you can. Okay. So say I want to push Michael. And say I'm already forward. Well, when I go to push him, I'm just using my arms.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So in order to be more effective, I need to be in the back. Okay? Then when I move my arms are just a way to connect with him. They're going to extend a little bit, but that's because of where he's going.
Okay.
So in order for me to do this, I need to go from here to here. So from back forward, right?
Right.
So in order to push him more effectively, if I come from the back and I push him, okay, then I'm using my whole body to do it.
I think that what I mean, I guess I understood this, but I think sometimes I'm anticipating some of my movements because I think that I'm not always in the correct position when I'm ready to make that move or that strike. So I'll just look for that.
Okay, so I'll give you another example.
Mm-hmm.
When we're at brush, knee, and push, mm-hmm. here I'm in the back. Then I move my weight to the middle.
Right.
Strike, now I go forward, more forward. So when I'm doing a brush, knee, and push, I'm not doing it like this. See how I just put my foot on the floor and then move my weight forward? I continually move my weight forward. In push is a little bit different because we move back and then we move forward. Okay, we move back and then we move forward. There's no middle. There's no, okay, now I'm going to go to the middle and now I'm going to push you all the way forward.
Maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit confused about, you know, when I should and shouldn't, because I probably am shifting my weight too far forward when I shouldn't or something, you know. But,
yes.
okay.
So depending upon the movement, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen. Depending upon the movement and depending on what it is that we're doing, then that will determine your weight shift with the lower body and how that works in conjunction. So like when we go to press, from here, I'm still in the back, and from back I move all the way forward. In brush, knee, and push, I move to the middle, and then I come and move more. However, there's one of the essentials is we must practice continuously without interruption. That means nothing ever stops. So even though I'm doing a brush knee, okay, I go like this, right? Then from here, I'm moving, I stop. There's nowhere in this form, okay, well, I'll have to backtrack. There are only a couple places in this form where we stop. For instance, here's a stopping point. Then we turn, then we stand up, then we kick, okay? So there are a couple of places where we will momentarily pause, but those are just only a few places.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so to do the movement incorrectly would be from here to here and then flop all the way forward. You must continually move. Okay, so one of the things that we can do, that you can do, when we review the movements, the section with you, is to ask your teacher to make sure your shifting is correct on a particular movement that you're thinking you're maybe kind of not maybe feeling as comfortable, okay? So the one thing that I have always told my students is that Grandmaster Yang Jin Dua has always said, if a movement does not feel right, you must first look to your feet. If your footwork is right, then you must look to the middle body. However, don't bypass what your legs are doing, okay? Because that's also important as well. Yes? Okay.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, no, these are really, really good questions. And, this form is very simple, challenging, and if you follow the essentials, and when you repeat sections, okay, because we're going to be repeating sections, you're always gonna, most likely, most people will then say, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. Okay, so that changes things, okay? That's the evolution of our Tai Chi. That's part of the natural journey, okay? So the more you're comfortable in what it is that you're doing, it frees up space in your mind so that you can really hear what's going on, something new. But it was already said, but it's new because now it's like, oh my God, there's space. Okay, now I can do this.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit less stupid, so thank you.
Oh yeah, no. I wouldn't say stupid. What I would say is that there's a thing called Tai Chi dyslexia, so we get our left and right mixed up. There's so much to think about when we're doing and learning, especially in the beginning, our Tai Chi form, that it's really kind of mind baffling and can be very mentally overwhelming because we're trying to figure out, okay, I got to make sure this foot goes there. I got to make sure I'm stepping out like this, that I'm shoulders width apart. My feet are pointed the right direction. My hips are here. This arm's doing this arm's doing that. And I'm looking over here and the energy is this. And then I have to remember the name of the movement. And now I'm okay with that because I'm at my end posture now. Now I've got to transition to the next movement. So then I got to do this with my weight. I got to do this with my foot. There's so much going on that it is next to impossible for any one student to capture everything the first time. And if you have, then you go out and treat yourself to an ice cream sundae today. Okay, because it's just a lot. When Michael and I first started with Master Yang, we had already known, we already knew this form, the sequence of the form. However, how we did it was a little bit different. We had what was called weighted turns. That's the Fu Shang Wen method. The Fu family, they teach, according to how, Yang Chengfu taught, and that was with weighted turns. That meant that when we went into ward off right from ward off left, we didn't shift back. We just turned. We just turned, okay? So it took Michael and I 1 year to make all the gross corrections in our form. And it took, tweaking, for many more years to follow. But, if you are not making changes to your form, your Tai Chi's dead. So, so you have to kind of keep watering it and fertilizing it and trimming it here and there and giving it a lot of sun and love and nurture it and stuff like that, because otherwise it'll get overgrown.
Well, I really appreciate that about Tai Chi, but yeah, sometimes I feel a little silly. So thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
No, for sure. Sometimes we think, oh my gosh, that looks so easy. Why can't my body do it? And it's just it can be very frustrating. If you have never experienced frustration, feeling annoyed, getting impatient, feeling bouts of yay, I finally did that one kind of a thing, then your journey is different, okay? There's a heartbeat that's associated with Tai Chi. And we're climbing up the hill, a mountain, big tall mountain, okay? Climbing up the mountain. Then we start our trek down, and sometimes we slide because there's rocky or whatever. Then we start the trek back up. So, we get to the top, we go, oh my gosh, okay, so now I think I have it. Then we try to replicate it, and it's like, oh my, where did it all go? Where did it all go? There it is, kind of thing. So it's just part of the journey. So it's normal to feel frustrated. It's normal to feel elated when you finally get it. It's normal to feel annoyed or, just all these other feelings, unhappy, discouraged. All these things go along with the journey of Tai Chi. I have yet to meet somebody that has never experienced that. And that just goes to show, that it's like whenever we're in learning mode, it can be kind of frustrating. And, here it involves us having to gain control over our body, our mind, making sure that, we're staying calm or trying to stay calm and stuff like that. And it's a lot.
Nancy,
Yeah.
I think the last 5 to 6 minutes you were just speaking, you need to type it all out and send it to all of us. I thought it was beautiful, and everybody needs to hear it because we don't hear it enough. I think we beat ourselves up a lot.
Well, that is actually a true statement. We do, because that's the nature of being human. Some of us take things a little bit more deeper than others. So, it can be, you can be right at that edge of Tai Chi, and you may say to yourself, okay, I'm either going to get it or I'm just jumping off. I just can't take this anymore. It's very frustrating. It can be extremely frustrating, very annoying, and there would be times when I would say to people, you should hear the conversations Michael and I have on the way coming back from class. So it's just a constant, learning mode, and we each see things maybe a little bit differently, and hopefully over time, the veil is
Yes.
is taken off, and you go, oh my gosh, okay, so, and plus, we're all dealing with different things that are going on in our bodies. We may have arthritis in certain areas, our knees may be bad, our hips or whatever. So, we're not coming into this thing that, perfectly, but Tai Chi is not either. So, so we're trying to be perfect in an art form that is it's perfect within its imperfections. So, so be kind to yourself. It's just, when people finally get through the first section, they think, oh my God, fall to the floor, hallelujah, thank you, whoever, for letting me get through all this, right? It's a lot. It really is a lot. And so really, pat yourselves on the back. Whenever you go to class, whenever you finish a class, pat yourself on the back, because you've done a huge job. You've done a huge service for yourself in trying to make sense out of this thing. So anyway.
Thank you.
Okay, so anybody else have any questions? All right, so let's go to the last movement. It's called cross hands. All right, so footwork. I'm gonna go this direction. I'm going the opposite direction that you guys normally go. Okay, my left foot is forward. I'm in a left bow stance, right? Because we've done a parent closing up, right? Okay, now I'm gonna shift my weight back. Okay, and I'm gonna come kind of to the center, all right? Then I'm gonna turn to the right. When I turn to the right, I'm gonna make the majority of my weight go on the right leg, and when I do, I'm gonna pivot on my left heel so that my left foot now points to the straight direction, 12 o'clock. Now I'm gonna shift my weight over to the left. I'm gonna pivot on the right ball of my foot. I need to release my hips. Then I'm gonna bring my right foot in at shoulders width apart, touching with the ball of my foot. Then I'm gonna shift my weight over. So now both of my feet should be flat on the floor. So I'm 50-50 here now, okay? And then we'll stand up. All right, so let's try that again. Left bow stance, left foot forward. Okay, shifting your weight back to the center, turning to the right, pivot on the left heel so that it's straight. Now your weight should still be on the right leg. Move weight to the left. Pivot on the right ball of your foot. Bring the right foot in, touching with the ball of your foot. Then shifting the weight over, put your whole foot on the floor. Then we stand up. All right, so let me go the normal direction that you guys go. All right, so here we are in our apparent closing up left bow stance. All right, move weight back, turn, pivot. Now my weight is on the right leg. Shift over to the left, pivot with the right ball of the foot, bring the right foot in, shoulders width apart. Shift weight over, put your whole feet on the floor, then stand up. All right, let's try that one more time. Back, turn, pivot, moving weight to the right. Now move weight to the left, pivot, bring the foot in. Now move weight, so now we're equal. Then stand up. This is pretty simple footwork, right? Anybody have any questions on this footwork? Run, hurry, run if you have questions. Okay, no questions. Okay, all right. So now what I want you to think about is what we're gonna do with the upper arms. Okay, I want you to imagine that somebody's at a diagonal direction, so at the front right corner, okay? So when we're in this push position, I'm gonna go the opposite direction as you, okay? All right, so I'm in this push direction, okay? So we're just gonna look at this right arm. Now, as I shift my weight back to the center, I'm gonna kind of change the shape of my right arm so that I'm basically turning it slightly to the left. So now I've got this little angle going here. Think of your right heel edge, your right edge of the edge of your right hand, okay? Now when we turn and when we pivot on the left heel, I want you to think chopping or striking somebody with the edge of your hand. So that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna chop, okay? So from here, move weight, slightly rotate the right arm, then chop to the corner. Okay, now when you do this, one of the things that I need for you to be careful about is I'm just gonna do this movement kind of quickly for you, okay? So here, watch. We're gonna move weight, and then I'm gonna do this. Chop. See how my weight is here on the right side? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to chop, but don't shift back to the left. Make it one shift to the right, okay? Okay, let's try it again from here. We're at push. Okay, all right. Moving weight back, rotate the right arm, then turn, chop. Have your left foot point straight. Okay. Can you flip it again, Michael? All right, so from here. Back, rotate the right arm slightly. Turn, chop. Now your right palm should be facing towards the front direction. Yes? Your weight should be on the right side. Yes, Inta, that's correct. Okay, so if you want to chop somebody, we would chop like this. Okay, so the arm comes up in like an arc. It arcs up and chops down slightly. So from here, we go up to slightly down. Yep, that's right, Kathy. Okay. So let's try it with the left arm. All right, so from here, shift back, turn. Okay, see the left arm should be over here on the left side. One of the things that I need you to be careful about is when you turn, don't take your left arm with you. Keep your left arm kind of here in the front. So they'll end up like this. Okay, so it won't end up like this. All right, so let's try both arms together from push. All right, shifting back, rotate the right arm slightly. Now, turn and chop. Okay, are your arms like this? Okay, not too open, John. More like this. Okay, hug your tree. Open your arms a little bit. This is our hug a tree. Hug a tree. Open your arm. These are our kicking arms, right? We kick like this. Okay, let's try it again. From push. Back, rotating that right arm. Turn, chop. Is your weight on the right leg? Marion's saying, yes, it is. Okay, let's try it again. Come on, Jan, we can do this. Okay, ready? Back, rotating the right arm. Turn, chop. Is the weight on the right leg? See, look at my legs, look at my weight. I'm not like this, and I'm not like this. I'm like this. Okay, let me go the same direction as you guys. Okay, so we're like this. Back, rotating that right arm slightly, then turn and chop. Is your weight on the right side? I need you to flip so I can see them. Sharon's saying yes. Okay. Okay, one more time. From here. Back, rotating the right arm slightly, then turn. Chop. Yeah, that looks good, Yukiko. Okay. All right. So go ahead and relax. So now we have our arms like this, right? We have our arms like I give up kind of arms, okay? Now what we have to do is we have to circle down. We have to circle down. So how are we going to circle down? I want you to think of a clock. We have 12 and 6 and 3 and 9, okay? So the arms are going to start coming down at 3 and 9. When they get to 3 and 9, now I'm going to rotate my arms so that the palms are facing back. Then I'm going to let them circle down. The right arm's going to be on the inside, and my arms are going to cross at the forearms. Then I'm going to lift up. So now I have my shape. Okay, I need you to be careful that your shape doesn't look like this. It looks like ward off, 2 ward offs, okay? And both palms will face you. Both palms are going to be facing towards you, okay? All right, so let's try that again from here. Okay, arms go down slightly. 3 and 9 o'clock, start rotating your arms. Palms now facing back. Circle down your arms. Cross your arms, right arm on the inside, then lift up. Right arm should be on the outside. Both palms should be facing you. Okay, okay. All right, so here's the deal. When you do this, and when you do this, don't do this. Okay, so from here, just lift up. Just lift up. Your right arm starts on the inside. Then when you lift up, the right arm then becomes on the outside. Stay connected with your arms. Don't lose connection with your arms. So right arm on the inside, and you're crossed at your forearms. Don't cross your wrist. Cross more at your forearms. Yep, there you go. Fingers facing downward. Then lift up. There you go. Okay, now when you finish, you should not be crossing at your wrists. You should be crossing at your forearms, okay? And the hands need to be more level. Don't stand them up. So if you go into ward-off shape, your index finger is higher than your elbow, okay? So look like this. Make sure that your hands don't do this, okay? So we need to still make sure that we have this shape, okay? Yeah, like that, okay? Now, the thing that some people do, because we have this shape now, they'll do this. You'll bring your hands inward. See, now it looks like this, okay? One line from your wrist to your hand. So if you're in this position and you find one of your hands kind of tilting towards you a little bit, straighten your hand. Straighten this area here so that it's one line. Okay. I don't know what time it is because it's battery stopped. All right, so let's try this again. I'll go in your same direction. Left foot forward. We're at push. Shift back, rotating the right arm slightly, then chop. Circle down your arms. Cross your arms and step. Put your foot on the floor, lift up. Now we're still in this seated position. Our knees are bent. Yes? Okay, let's try it again. From here. Back. Turn, chop. Circle. Arms crossed, step. Put your foot on the floor, lift up your arms. Yep. Okay, let me go your same direction, your other direction, okay. All right, so here we are like this. Back, turn, chop, circle, arms crossed, step. Put your foot on the floor, lift up your arms. And now our knees are still bent. Okay, all right. When you get into this position, keep in mind your body shape, okay? So that when you come here, don't go like this. Now your arms are too close. Remember our body shape? So arms, we need to have this pulling from the, stretching from the elbow to the shoulders. Okay, let's try it again from here. Back, rotating the right arm slightly, turn, chop. Circle down, rotate, arms crossed, step, lift up. Okay, can you flip it again, Michael? All right, let's do it one more time. Okay, ready? Cross hands, back, turn, chop, circle, step, lift up. Okay, so one of the things I need for you to keep in mind when you do this movement, sometimes people will do it like this. This is right. Then they'll go chop, circle, okay? I need you to remember there's no stopping, all right? We have to keep moving until we finish the movement, all right? Let's try this again from here. Back, turn, chop, circle, step, lift up. Okay? One more time. What time is it, Michael? Back, turn, chop. Keep moving, don't stop. Step, lift up. Okay, so when you chop, don't stop. Okay, the right arm will keep moving. Okay, so here, watch. You know, back, turn, chop, circle, close, lift up. Okay, no stopping. Okay, one more time. Ready? Back, turn, chop, circle down, step, lift up. Okay, stay like that. I'm going to turn around. Stay like that. All right, from here, we're going to stand up. When we do, I want you to slowly start opening your arms. When your arms are almost shoulders width apart, lead with the edge, circle down, and go down. Okay, so again from here, from cross hands. All right, slowly standing up as we separate our arms, almost shoulders width, rotate. Palms now down and we push downward. Count to 2. Hands at your sides. Count to 2. And we have finished the first section. Okay, so one more time. Let's try it again from here. I'll go this direction. Okay. From push. Cross hands. Back. Turn. Chop. Circle. Cross. Lift up. Closing. Stand up. Separate. Rotate. Pressing down. Palms almost at the bottom. Count to 2. Hands at your sides. Count to 2. And we're finished. Pretty good, huh? Okay, so let's take it from,
Question?
yes?
Lasha, it's Pierre. I just wanted could you just say again, when you've done this opening and you're turning around, do you lead with the thumbs around or do you lead with the inside edge around of the palms?
You mean after we've chopped?
You've chopped and you've crossed your arms and you've lifted up and you've straightened them out. They're pointing towards the front.
Okay.
So you're opening your arms so that they're horizontal.
Uh-huh.
Now when you turn, are you leading with the thumbs going around or are you leading with the heel going around?
I'm leading with the heel, the edge.
This is the idea here that we don't like. It's like to go around,
Yeah.
and then push down. To go around, you're connected and then push down. So
Yeah, we have to go,
your
what we
thumb
say in
takes-
push hands is we have to cover them. We have to cover them. So it's a downward circle to come over them. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you can say
it's just not rotate.
I want you to go down first. Down, down, then from down, up, and then down. Yep. Okay. All right, good question. Okay, let's take it from the last knee brush. We'll go to parry, block, and punch, apparent closing up, cross hands, and finish. Oh, so much. Okay, so here we are here at left knee brush. Okay, step up, parry, block, and punch. Back, turn, parry, step, parry, block, and punch. Apparent, closing up. Cross hands, back and turn, circle, step, lift up, closing, standing up, rotate the arms, pressing downward. Palms almost at the bottom, count to 2. Hands at your sides, count to 2. Woo-hoo. How's that, everybody? Oh my goodness. We have finished the first section.
That was great, Nancy. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay, all right. So here are a couple of announcements. Based on your feedback, we're going to be adding some new classes. So what's going to happen to this class from today going on? Kelly, can everybody see Kelly? Kelly with the left-right pictures in her dining room. You see Kelly over there? Okay. Kelly, starting next week, is going to review this whole first section with you guys. So if you have any questions, we're going to practice first. Then if you have any questions, then you work on specific movements that you need extra help with, okay? Then starting Monday, July 20th, okay, so you'll keep practicing up until the 13th. Come July 20th, this class is going to restart. So we'll start, Kelly's going to start from the very beginning, and then she'll go on until she finishes, okay? Rita then, Rita, wave Rita. Rita's over there, okay?
Put yourself in the grid mode if you want to see that.
Yeah, put it in grid mode if you want to see everybody, okay? So Rita then, on Tuesdays, she's going to lead a first section practice, guided practice. So for those of you that have gone to Monday class, when the new class starts, then she can practice with everybody and work on giving extra help for people moving forward into the form, okay? Then Wednesday, we'll have the second section. That's going to go on until it finishes. Then when it finishes, is Cheryl here? Then Cheryl, she's going to take over the reviewing of this section. And then the new section will then start.
What?
Okay.
It's got to be July 22nd, right? The first section starts on July 20th.
The
Maybe
first
not.
Just put it on there.
I suggest you unmute the other one at this point and see what happens.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the second section, I don't have an end date for that yet, because that's going to take a little bit longer than the first section. And so once that finishes, then Cheryl Kliney, she's going to take over doing some review, and then we'll give a few weeks of review, and then we'll announce when the new second section class is going to restart. The third section class, we're going to finish, I think, this week. So starting the following week, then Michael is going to take the third section class, and that's going to restart on July 3rd. So I'm going to be sending out an email about that either tonight or probably tonight. I'll send it out, okay? And so it'll give you the new schedule. We're also going to add an essential form class. The essential form is what people are going to need to learn and to perform for those going for ranking for level 4 and above. So level 1 to 3 will still have to do the traditional form. Level 4, 5, 6, they will not have to do the traditional form. They will do the essential form. So for those of you that have completed the entire traditional form, you are welcome to join the essential class. And that'll go on until it finishes. It should not take that long. I'm also going to have 2 semi-private classes to give individual feedback to a group of 4 people at one time. And so those are going to be Thursday evenings at 6 and Sundays at 11. And then we're going to schedule in a weapons class. Will probably be Saturday afternoon. And it'll probably start off with where we left off with the saber. And then after we finish the saber, then we can go on doing the sword form. But we'll reevaluate as we get closer to finishing the saber form. Those of you that are interested in ranking, you're going to need a weapon form for level 3 and above. That'll be there. So we're adding some new classes. We're also going to add some new practices. Oh, I forgot to mention the second section review will be led by Pierre, the guided practice, and that will be happening Thursdays at 11:30, date to be determined. Okay, so we're going to have, Monday class, the first section. Tuesday we're going to have a guided practice for the first section. Wednesday we're going to have the second section. Thursday we're going to have a guided practice for the second section. Friday we're going to have the third section. Saturday, with Judy's guided practice, she reviews all of the sections, so we don't need a separate person to do the third section. And then we'll have the essential form, 2 private classes. The first set of private, semi-private classes will be going over the first section, and that'll be for about a month. Then we'll take another 4 people. We'll go into the second section, third section, so forth and so on, along with the essential form and weapons. Okay, so a lot's going to be happening, so anyway, so next week when you show up here, Kelly's going to be reviewing with you the whole first section. Any questions that you may have, then you get to work with Kelly. And she's wonderful to work with, by the way. I just want to say, okay, all the teachers at our school are wonderful to work with. So it's going to give you extra exposure to other instructors, which is a good thing. So anyway, okay, so I'll go ahead and close class and look for my email and go forth. Your job is to practice the whole first section. Congratulations, everybody, for completing the first section.
That's all you need.
We first started this the Zoom classes with this class, and we started on March 30th. So it's taken this long, however long it's been, maybe 3 months, shy of 3 months. The first section. So congratulations, okay? Post class. So go forth and practice, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
You.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you.
Nancy.
Thank you.
Nancy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.